Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to either Polkzoo channel on YouTube or eBay, depending on where you're seeing this. This recently came in. This is the one of the new Torrified Top from Recording King, and from what my rep said, who is now the national sales manager. I guess there's one guy in Canada that does all these Torrified Tops. Many different companies are using it, but from what Brian said, who's now the national sales manager, I've been working with him for over 10 years, is that they have, all the other ones are like, 3 or 4 times the money. So this is a really good value. I've been playing this guitar a lot lately. It's got a solid top, very high quality laminate back and sides. And, I noticed it has, probably could use a little bit of a cleaning there. That just wiped right off. But anyway, there's something to this, folks. This isn't just a bunch of BS. I was been playing this guitar around where I live here down by the beach lately. I think it's absorbed just a little bit of moisture from the ocean, which actually made it sound even sweeter. But this works, man. This is a beautiful Adirondack top, slow growth spruce. Only grows a couple places in the world, and this guitar sounds really good. My wife says it reminds her of an old Martin I used to have. I used to have a Martin D18 from the 50s. It was worth a lot of money. I sold it, and this really has a great sound. It has kind of an aged tone, and it's got tremendous volume as well, and it's barely been played, so it's even going to open up more. I forget what the retail is. It's more than I sell it for 25% off list, which is called MAP, which is $4.99, and this is a lot of guitar for $4.99. If you could use a great acoustic that has some vintage tone and vibe, a lot of it, tremendous volume, but with character and bloom and air in the note and that kind of orchestral balance and that really nice what I call bloom and secondary bloom, and it's got just a really nice voice, nice projection, and unbelievable projection. My wife yelled at me the other day to turn it down. We live in a two-story, and there's no, I didn't have it plugged in. It's just an acoustic guitar. She's like, turn that down. It's got unbelievable volume, but what's nice about that is when you put a little bit of weight into your playing, even if you're not playing hard, that volume is almost like headroom on a powerful guitar amplifier or a powerful stereo amplifier, where the headroom isn't just about creating volume, it's about creating tone and voice. And I can't say enough about this. I'm just going to do a little something here in Dadgad, because I'm just so into Dadgad these days. It's going to be short. man, yeah, this guitar sounds outrageous. I'm gonna stop right there, but man, this guitar really has a tone. I mean, for $499, you could go buy a new Martin D18 for, you know, $2,400 or whatever they are. They're somewhere around there. You know, you could spend $2,000, $3,000. I mean, it's all right here, folks. This is a tremendous tone for $499. I think this is the best guitar around for $499, or even double or triple the money. Let me get a little closer. Let me do something kind of mellow here. You can always tell a great guitar, folks, because I just really get into it. Man, this and the top on this is just gorgeous. Has that kind of age. Looks like a guitar from the '50s, like an old Martin from the '50s. It's got that age kind of golden age color with a nice wide thick grain from the Adirondack top with really beautiful soaking patterns, the sideways patterns. This guitar sounds outrageous. It really does. If $499 is within your budget and you want to buy yourself a little present, but you want to make a smart buy, a smart investment, you want to get huge, great value for your money, and not just pay a ton of extra money for a brand name, which really, we're all a little brainwashed from the big brands and all their millions and millions of advertising and promotion. Buy this. This is one of those guitars where you buy this. You get it and it's got some really beautiful, real thin soaking patterns you can see here. That's indicative of a really good species of Adirondack wood. And but this is the kind of guitar you buy a guitar like this and you play it and you're so happy you made a great investment. Like I said, the more soaking patterns you see and the finer those lines, the better sounding the guitar is. I've learned that from an old violin maker years ago. But yeah, this is and the soaking patterns right under the strings by the bridge are so beautiful. There's some nice thin lines. They're all over the place. This is the kind of guitar that when you buy a guitar like this and you play it, you just feel really happy that you got great value, what I call old world value at a working man's price. And you just don't get that hardly at all anymore. That's why I've been with the Music Link for over 10 years. I've done a lot of promotion to help them. The owner likes my playing. Like I said, I know what I'm doing, folks. You can go to vintageguitar.com, put in Steve Zook, read the review of my CD. The guy that wrote the review has even bought guitars from me. I'm a published author. I have the guitar ladder system. I also wrote a book called Modern Chord Cycles for the Guitar that was reviewed by Guitar Player magazine years ago. I know what I'm doing, folks. I'm 63. Been doing this for, I've been in the guitar business for 30, 40 years. But yeah, if you want to buy a guitar and you want something that's just really huge value, where every time you play it, you're just like, yeah, man, I really, I got 2, 3, 4 times the money that I spent and buy this guitar. You will absolutely love it. And like I said, I can barely put this down. This is kind of a Michael Hedges style, by the way. It's that kind of rhythm he gets, man. Anyway, I can play this all day, but I'm going to stop right there. And let me do one more little thing here. Yeah, if you want to buy yourself a present, but you don't want to have to spend, $1,500, $2,000, $2,500, $3,000, $3,500, you want to buy a guitar that you feel really great about. You made a good decision, and you bought a guitar that's a really huge value. Even if you own guitars that are worth 10 grand, even if you can afford to spend 10 grand on a guitar, spend $499. Buy a guitar for $499 and see just how much value you get. Buying a great guitar isn't about paying a lot of money, but that's what the companies love. They've created, the big, huge companies, folks, have created that type of mindset where they think that, they want people to think you have to spend a lot of money to buy a guitar. It's just not true. This just sounds unreal. What a sound. So if you want to buy yourself a nice gift, you want to feel like you made a wise buying decision, buy this guitar. You will love it. And the top is just gorgeous. I've been having it on the wall in my office. This just came in a week or two ago. I'm really going to miss it, but man, it sounds so sweet. I love to sell guitars. And by the way, I sell guitars almost every day. People buy them from me from Sri Lanka. I just shipped a guitar to England, New York. People trust me because I've been doing this for a long, long time. And, I really know what I'm doing, and I have to love a guitar and really believe in it, or I don't sell it or buy it. And this is a brand new guitar with warranty. It's just outrageous. So, all right, folks, take care.